What it do, everybody? As you can see, the leaves are changing colors because it's autumn. Everybody talks about New England, like, oh, I want to go to New England in the fall. It's so awesome. But Pittsburgh in the fall is essentially the same thing, and it's not going to cost you like an arm and a leg to come visit Pittsburgh. Like, look at that. That's the same fucking trees that are over in Massachusetts. But I want to talk about forgiveness because I think a lot of people kind of misinterpret it. Obviously, I am a Christian. Well, I guess it's not obvious, but you know. Let me flash the bling real quick. Let me flash that bling real quick. This is who I'm with. This is my team right here. This is my jersey. And I'm going to be honest, I am probably not the best Christian. Like, I sin a lot. I watched porn yesterday. So I'm not great, you know. I sin a lot, and I ask God for forgiveness. And the main tenet of Christianity, which is different from a lot of other religions, is that Christianity has a real emphasis on forgiveness. It has a real emphasis on forgiving people. And the whole idea is if God was able to forgive the world for torturing and killing his son, you should be able to forgive people, you know, because that's one of the worst things that you can have happen to you. But what does that really mean? You know, if somebody does something fucked up to you, should you like forgive them and try to be friends with them? And like, let's say it's somebody in your family and they do something fucked up to you. Do you have to make things right with that person? Maybe you did something wrong too, but I don't know. The way I see it is you can forgive people, but you can also say, I don't want to be friends with you. You know, like, you can forgive people and say, hey, you know, everybody makes mistakes, but I don't want to hang out with you because you continuously make mistakes and you continuously like fuck me over and disrespect me, and I just don't want to have to deal with that. I don't want to have to deal with that burden, you know, because if you forgive everybody and everybody can just do whatever they want to you, then that's not going to be a very good life. And I don't know, the way I see it is Jesus forgave people, but he also, like, he called people out for things that they did. You know, like, he called out the Pharisees for, you know, selling things in the temple and not really upholding the principles that they had. They had been corrupted over the years, and he called them out for a lot of the shit they were doing. You know, I mean, just because you forgive somebody doesn't mean that they are like, oh, well, they can do no wrong and all of this shit. And another thing, I just realized this. The person has to ask for forgiveness. Isn't that fucking true? Like, if you want God to forgive you, you have to ask God for forgiveness. You have to actually repent and say that you did something wrong and ask God for forgiveness. You don't have to forgive somebody that doesn't feel like they did anything wrong. You can forgive them in the sense of like, all right, I'm not going to fucking walk around and be angry at you for the rest of my life. But if somebody is fucking up and they're being a dickhead, you don't have to fucking hang out with them. You don't have to like be their friend. You choose who you get to spend time with. Like, and I think a lot of people misinterpret that, and they think they have this very like hippie notion of like, oh, you have to get along with everybody. Everybody has to like get along, and you have to like, and if you have a problem with somebody because they're an asshole, they like blame you. They say like, oh, well, you're like disrupting the peace, and you're like, you know, you're bringing up old things that they did. Or they like blame you because you're the one that's actually like wanting to talk about it instead of just ignoring it. I don't know. You can forgive who you want to fucking forgive. You don't have to forgive somebody that doesn't even want to change their ways. But hey, I also just realized that like, hey, you can repent to God. You don't have to repent to me. You know, I really just ramble with these videos. There's no script. There's no like, it's all just my own thoughts and opinions. I forgive everyone, all right? Anything you did today, don't worry about it, all right? I got you. You're forgiven. Everybody's chill. Everybody's cool. All right. I'll see you. And also, like, with these videos, like, sometimes I think, like, man, I haven't made any progress in my life in the last, like, 5 years or anything. Like, I've wanted to be a YouTuber for a very long time. Like, ever since I was a teenager, really. So the fact that I can make a video talking for, like, 7 or 8 minutes that has my face in it is a sign of progress. Like, not everybody can do this. And sometimes I think, like, damn, I'm 25, like, I'm living with my parents, I'm not done with school yet. And you can be very hard on yourself when you think like that, because you'll compare yourself to other people who are your age and say like, oh, this guy has a job, like he's getting along great, and my cousin just got married or whatever. But everybody kind of goes at their own pace, and all you can do is just try to work hard every day and try to push yourself. But yeah, thanks for watching.